No!
A quick thing about the plan today, we're just having this coffee, and then we are off. The coffee costs 88,000. I still can't do those calculations in my head. I need to get a figure in my head of what each 10,000 is worth, because that might help me. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the War Remnants Museum. Then we plan to go to either the Norodom Church or the Independence Palace. We're going to do both of them. I'm just not quite sure what order we're going to do. So the way we're going to operate today is we're going to just go by Grab, because it's easy just to get from one place to the other without too much issue. We do want to try and find, there is a hop-on, hop-off bus that you can get around Ho Chi Minh City. So we try and find out about that. Not sure if we're going to be successful, but it's something that's just come to light. So that's kind of our general plan for today. Hopefully it goes according to plan. But you know what? That's travel. We make a plan, whatever happens. So join us today and let's have a bit more fun. So, folks, this is the place. This is the Independence Palace. Wow, it's quite grand. Quite grand indeed. Hopefully we'll be able to go and take some footage in there, and that is not a massive no-no. Now, you can opt to do the guided tours. Personally, I think they're exorbitant in price. It really is not difficult to just jump on your two legs and work your way around. Okay, guys, so entrance is 65,000, £1.85 per person. I'm not sure how far in you can go or what you can do. It's probably just a wander around the gardens, I guess. But you know what? Come all the way here, you've got to do it. You can't just not go. It just doesn't make sense. I think this was the seat of the South Vietnamese government. Just so you know, if you do want to have audio around the building, you can get one here. It's an additional 90,000. Personally, we're just going to look around. I'm not really bothered about everything else. So while we're here, we'll go to the right, I think. Oh, look, this looks conference room. Oh yeah, one big time. That's one big old table, isn't it? Let's all negotiate, discuss, agree, disagree, put our things, our cases forward. Surprisingly cool, actually. Oh, hey, look at that. Now, I saw someone on the balcony upstairs, so I wonder how they got in. So we'll check in here. Oh, just if you want a small lunch with a few friends, yeah? Another, I would say, conference room. Possibly a dining room. I mean, it could do either, I'm guessing. It looks more like entertaining, actually. So, history lesson according to someone who knows nothing. Brilliant, well done. They need to dust that table down there. Just a little thing. Just saying. Ah, here we go. So there's a little thing to the second floor. Snow's found that up. But here, look at that. That's where the dignitaries would go. I think we have to take the servants' entrance, but they're over there, I see it. Oh, let's just have a quick look in here while we're... Okay. Bombing. Oh, the palace was bombed. So it says here, an underground member of the Communist Party of Vietnam, Lieutenant Nguyen Thanh Trung, who had infiltrated the Air Force of the Southern Republic, seized the opportunity provided by his assignment to fly a military mission to Van Thiet. Evading detection by the local control tower, Lieutenant Trung flew his F-5E aircraft directly over Saigon, succeeded in dropping 2 bombs on the palace before landing at the improvised airstrip prepared by the Liberation Forces. The helipad on the upper terrace of the palace and the main central staircase were damaged in the attack, though they were subsequently repaired. But this feature seriously undermined the Republic's authority and prompted the US President to order the evacuation of the last of the Americans still in Saigon. Absolutely fascinating. There he is. The man himself, who I guess would be deemed a hero by the victors, as I have no opinion either way. And here is the conference hall, which we'll show you in just a second. Representatives of the North and the South approving the result of the Consultative Conference for the National Reunification on the 21st of November of 1975. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the room. Good Lord. Okay, that's interesting. Isn't that quite interesting to see? Gosh. Very, very impressive. The same picture that was outside. Right, we're going to move on because there's clearly a tour going on. I don't want to get involved in any tour because they're extremely loud. So we'll go ahead of the tour this way, avoid it at all costs. This is one of the reasons I like doing things on my own without these tours and so forth. It's just cool to learn stuff by yourself. So we're going to make our way upstairs. This is the back area, by the way. Maybe they had evening drinks in the garden, perhaps. Yeah, I was right. This is a banqueting hall. I thought it was a dining room. It did look that way. So that's a banquet held by Cao Ki, President of the Central Executive Committee, on the occasion of Army Day in 19th of June 1967. So war's still going on. Okay, the National Security Council chamber. Used for meetings between President and his senior officers and US advisors. Okay. Just a quick shot from above. Another coffee place. Always welcome. Yeah, they all look nice. Presidential office. So this is the presidential office. Okay, very interesting. Quite grand. Okay, so this must be the outer area where you would probably wait to see your people out there. This is presidential reception rooms, which I'll show you in just a second. First, the 2 presidential reception rooms. The president's chair. Oh, that's helpful. There it is, the presidential reception room. I hope you can hear me over that drilling. Came out of nowhere. Oh, and here's another one. That's quite interesting. Look at that, very cool. Very, very 70s, very plush for its time. You know, you think that's a long time ago. Very, very nice. This is very grand, which I would expect. And here is where you would greet your people. Let's just check what it says before we go and show you exactly what's going on. The architectural design of the palace. It's on a 12-hectare park. It occupies 4,500 square meters, 26 meters in height, and it's got 95 rooms. comprising of interior space for 20,000 square meters. And this is the architect, Ngo Viet Thu, making a visit to the palace on the 20th of December 1966. So this has been around for a while. It's, you know, you got to remember, it's time. This is what you would see if you were the president here of Vietnam, or in those days, South Vietnam. Here you would look out upon your minions with that central parade right in front of you. It's a little bit like London, into Buckingham Palace. I can't remember the name of it. I really should, but I just can't. So it looks very similar. I don't know. There, look at that lovely trees over there. Fabulous place. And so, as we go back inside, what do we have here? Oh, this one. Oh, let's see what I can see here first. It's quite an impressive carpet. Ah, look at this. Okay, I'll look at what it is in a minute. It looks like another reception room. You notice how they all keep their distance. Quite a separation between the two sides here. And it must be the two bosses at the top, whoever they may be. So this is the Vice President's reception salon. Here's another angle of this Vice President's reception salon. Gosh, what is this? Let's have a look. This is the ambassador's chamber. Okay, so the Argentine ambassador presenting his credentials to President Nguyen Van Thieu on 15th of March 1968. Now, I must apologize if I do not pronounce these names correctly. I probably am not, but I'm just trying. So before 1975, many countries had embassies in Saigon. Newly arrived ambassadors presented their credentials to the president in this room in the presence of the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The furnishings and pictures in the room are in fine Japanese-style lacquer work created by the artist Nguyen Van Minh. The larger painting is 40 small panels entitled Declaration of Victory over the Ming. Depicts the famous scene from the reign of King Li Loi. Let's have a look. Gosh, so here they would wait, present their credentials to the president. And then back out. Ah, this is a private apartments. So these are private apartments. I don't know who stayed here. President, perhaps? Let's find out. I'm guessing gifts from different governments and so forth, perhaps. Yeah, gifts presented to the president, as I thought. So these would be a private apartment, so I don't know who would stay here. It doesn't say. I'll probably find something in a moment. Just a big bedroom, really. Oh, this is actually the bedroom, so I was right. So this whole area must be sets of apartments. There's multiple floors. I'll show you in just a moment. As you can see here, this is the garden area, and it's got an upstairs, so there must be a couple of apartments. Whether this is 1, 2, 3, I'm really not sure. Okay. This is the dining room. So it must have quite a few people, to be honest. So it's another bedroom. So it looks like this will be classed as a 2-bedroom apartment. Okay, this looks a little bit more comfortable than the other one. Certainly the chairs are rather large. I would assume in the far side there would be the bathroom. So I'm only surmising this is an apartment with 2 bedrooms. That would be my guess. Very nice and relaxing, isn't it? Yeah, you just like, there's a lift over there, whether that was there before. We just don't know, do we? I wanted to give you this view from the opposite end. That's in front of us is where they would stand out on the balcony and, as I say, meet their people. But this is from the back end. So behind me, the places we've just been to see was the apartments. And this is the grand staircase that we aren't allowed on, but obviously other dignitaries before us were allowed on. So I see why that's very grand. Bearing in mind, this was built in the 60s. It's definitely got 60s, more 70s vibe about it. But yeah, I mean, plush for the time, no question. This is the 3rd floor, and this is the First Lady's dining room. So had her own spot for dining. Pretty cool. Very grand. Let's have a quick look what it says. This is the outside area going towards it here. The First Lady, Mrs. Nguyen Thi Mai An, receiving Maryland, wife of French ambassador, 6th of November 1973. So, as it says here, president's wives held receptions here, often entertaining wives of visiting heads of state and leaders of various national and international organizations. So that makes the sense of why they have this separate area. There it is, the Huey in all its glory. That looks like the South Vietnamese logo on that. So it would have been, I'm assuming it must have been presidential helicopter. What we'll do now is we'll sweep under like this and we'll come up here. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the private theatre, movie theatre, etc. for the president and entourage. So they didn't forget the old entertainment angle. Very, very, for its day. I mean, there's a comfortable chairs in our day and age, but these are like 70s. They must have been great. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the games room. A little bar over there in the far corner. Here they're playing some form of dominoes. I'm assuming it's similar to dominoes as we know it. Yeah, a little chill out zone there. Grab yourself a drink, have a little chit chat, talk about the day, how's things going. Any good luck in the war today? Not much to report. Wonderful. Let's play some dominoes. Excellent idea. Thank you. Now, I don't know if this is relevant, but I just saw this at the corner of my eye. And here we have, oh my good lord, a grand piano and snooker table. Well, it's not a snooker table, actually. I think it's probably billiards, I'm guessing. I'm not really au fait with, yeah, that's definitely not snooker or pool, no question about that. I'm trying to see if there's anything about it. So actually, guys, if you know what that is, put in the comments. I'm just taking a wild stab at billiards. It's the only thing I can think that it could be. What a big old grand piano that is. Doesn't give any info as to who it came from or when they got it. But wow, yeah. And now, apparently there's another floor. A projection room for the theatre downstairs. Look at that, eh? Wow. This is pretty cool. Wow, you will need to be relatively fit, but there are lifts up to the 4th floor. And this is the rooftop area. Okay, so here you can grab a refreshment or...
Yeah, soft drink and beer.
And beer. You can always...
30,000 and Tiger and Heineken.
30?
Yeah.
30?
Yeah.
30?
ใช่30
So twice the price. Should be 15.
Yes.
Okay, so your beers here are twice the price as you can get them at 7-Eleven. Yeah. And even at that, they're not super expensive either, to be honest. So, it's the other side, shot of the old city a bit there. And obviously trying to get everyone to buy little mementos. Our mementos, in fact, this video. It's experiencing it a different way. But yeah, you can pretty much get all the gimmicks and things that you'd want. So yeah. Oh, here's the old heli. And there is the Huey. In summary of the palace. Lovely. Really cool. Definitely worth the money. Even better than the War Remnants Museum, in my opinion. I think it's just such a great experience to come here and see how it was back, as I say, built in 66, something like that. But it's got very much the 70s decor. It's been well looked after, it's been well preserved, and it's just a piece of history that is worth a visit, without a doubt. So it definitely gets a thumbs up from us. The next plan is we're going to try and make our way to Norodom Cathedral, the Saigon Ho Chi Minh version. Quite excited about that. We think it's a bit of a walk from here, but no, it doesn't look that far. So we're going to give it the walk again. Before we do that, we're going to experience a little bit of something to drink, and I know Snow can't do without food, so some food as well. Okay, here we go.
All day.
Yeah. Oh, you walk out there?
Yeah, and the market, Saigon River, and the War Museum, you walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute, you there, here, there.
No, yeah.
You there, here, there, 1 minute. You there, here, you there.
Oh, you're
okay.
there. Oh, I see.
No heavy.
Oh, I see.
No.
Across from the palace, we've got these lovely parks, and we're now making our way down to Norodom Cathedral, and it is 450 meters, so not very far. But the walk is through these parks, which we're doing right now. So it's getting across the road can be a little challenge, but not as much as I thought it would be. You just got to make your moment, or take your moment, and that's when you go for it. So here we go again with my new eyebrows. We've made our way down now from the Independence Palace, which is about 300, 400 meters away from here. And this is the Norodom Cathedral in Ho Chi Minh. Now, as you can see, it's in full-on construction mode, so we can't even show you the beauty of it that we really wanted to from the photographs. Nobody told us. What we will try and do, though, is we're going to still go inside and see if we can get any footage inside. But yeah, I'm really disappointed because we didn't know they were doing all this construction. They're obviously doing repair work. It's just bad luck, bad timing, I guess. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We've had 2 good experiences. Well, this isn't a bad experience. It's just not what we expected. We kind of hoped. We hoped, but it doesn't matter. We're going to go in anyway and just see. There may still be something lovely inside, and hopefully they'll let us film. So we'll try and show you what we got. Right, we're on our little trip. There is the cathedral. As you can see, nothing to see here, folks. It's a bit of a shame. I'm guessing that may be a rail station or something, that building over there. It looks quite grand. Show you what we can show you. This is the hop-on, hop-off bus that we've heard about. And just a little look around the area that we're in. This is definitely the upper class part of town, without a doubt. You can see by the shops, the prices, all that sort of thing. Very much touristy. It's kind of what we're doing in a way, but yeah, very much so. What we'll do is show you some pictures on the wall. That's the best we can do because it's all shut up. It doesn't look like we can even get in to show you, the cathedral. Just saying sorry for the inconvenience. Look, maintaining things is necessary. We can't sort of begrudge that. But 1955 through, I don't know how well you can see these. But yeah, it was kind of something we were really, really looking forward to seeing. But, folks, there's the outcome. No entree. This is what we were trying to show you guys. Now, as I understand it, from the bit of research we did, if you do come another time on your travels, you are apparently able to see the church itself doesn't cost anything, but if you want to go up the spires, which you are able to do, I believe that's 40,000 dong. That's as it was before renovations. So as it stood, it was 40,000 dong, which is £1.20 to go up the spires. So we were going to give that a go had we had the opportunity to go in. What we will do though is find out the hop-on, hop-off bus information. I think that may be a rail station over there. Should we have a look? As we're here, let's just see what we can see. I mean, the point is, right, to see Ho Chi Minh City. We just wanted to come and see the three main things that it's known for. But that's not really fair. It's not a fair, it's not a fair description if that's all it's here for. There's lots of stuff. Back streets, the real living, all that kind of stuff is here. Traffic amazes me. It's just chaotic, but I haven't seen a single accident, not one. It's just fantastic. It just works. It's similar to Thailand, really, but like I say, this is Thailand on steroids, without a doubt. Snow's been looking the wrong way for ages as well. I have to keep saying, no, it's the other way. It's coming from the other way. Right, guys, I'm just going to flip round now and show. I don't know what this is. This is by default. We don't know what we're seeing here, but thought you might like it, and we'll tell you what it is as we go. Here we go. Right, so what do we have here? To me, it looks like a train station. Just from the outside. Yeah, there's something saying tourist information sign. So let's have a look. Let's see what it is. Let's find out. Because it could be something else quite nice to see. Oh look, a coffee shop. What a surprise. Coffee shops galore, which is great to be honest. Just don't quite know. The coffee I had this morning was brilliant. Let's make our little way here. These amazing gates, quite 1886 I believe this is built, according to, yeah, this is definitely a train station. And quite a grand train station at that. Should we walk through it? Let's just walk through it, see what we think. Yeah, there's no harm done, as they say. Until we get told, don't you film us, which we do get told from time to time. This is the hop-on, hop-off bus service that you can get around Ho Chi Minh City. There are two options available to you. I'll just show you here. We've got the, I know you can't see it really well, but it gives us an idea. What it is, if you want to do a once round, which is about an hour, takes you around the city centre, it will cost 150,000 dong, which is about £4.60. If you want to do a 24-hour hop-on, hop-off, which means you can go as many times around as you want, jump on any places, stop at places, look at these places, that's 500,000. So around about £15.40 to get that done. I'll just quickly show you the route on the bus thing. I don't know how well it's going to come out. We're actually here. Okay, so that's where we are now. And it goes all the way around the whole city in different places. So the 1 hour trip is this blue route. And then the hop-on, hop-off does different routes, which you can get on either one, on and off as you want to go. So I'm not sure. Depends what you want to achieve. I'm really undecided. And a little correction. Well, I said this was the train station. It is, in fact, the post office. So My apologies for that misleading information. This is the post office, which I discovered by seeing someone paying his water bill, and I thought, you don't pay your water bill at a railway station. So that's how we found out. It's not obvious that it's a post office, I'll be honest. Loads of tourism, and that's just not what I would expect to see in a post office, simple as that. So we're not quite sure what we're going to do, because some of the places on the tour bus, so we'll take you to the War Remnants Museum, they'll take you to this Norodom, they'll take you to the palace, all that. It goes to all of these places. Walking streets and other places will take you. So yeah, you'll go to a lot of great sites here in Ho Chi Minh. However, if you want to get off at those, you have to go for the higher 500,000. So yeah, the other thing I would just say about walking around here is, like for example here in the post office, people are, as usual in most places, they've got absolutely no spatial awareness, and they just don't care whether you're recording or, in fact, even if you're just walking, they just do their thing. So just be careful, especially holding onto your stuff. Make sure everything you have is secure and that nobody can get to it. These are, it's a statue of a couple of soldiers. I don't know if it's the Indochina War or the Vietnam War. It's all in Vietnamese, so I can't actually read it. I mean, I would guess, honestly, Indochina, probably because of the dates and everything. But as I say, stand to be corrected. So there it is, a very grand post office.